Okay, the ghost in the fireplace. Janie's house was on the very top of the hill. It was big and dark and scary. Mama put flowers in every room and hung bright floral curtains. The house was brighter, but still a little scary. Janie had her own bedroom upstairs. Daddy had the library. Mama had the greenhouse. Sometimes Janie went almost the whole day without seeing Mama or Daddy. But Janie claimed the ballroom as her playroom, even though there were no balls in it. She brought her own basketball, sidewalk chalk, a jump rope, a kite, and her bicycle. The room was big enough to speed ride from one end to the other. The ceiling was almost as high as the clouds, and the fireplace was bigger than her daddy. On Tuesday, while watching the first snowflakes of winter, Janie thought, those look like little tiny ghosts. As Janie was jumping rope, her eyes caught something floating upside down in the fireplace. On Wednesday, she saw something hovering in the fireplace as if it were sleeping in a hammock, but without the hammock. And on Thursday, there it was, rolled up in a ball with big black eyes. Janie thought, white, floaty, black eyes. Could it be a ghost? She asked Mama, have you seen any ghosts in this house? Mama said, you have such a vivid imagination. She asked her daddy. He felt her forehead for a fever. Friday, Janie, with her heart thumping and knees knocking, said, hi, I'm Janie. I'm new here. Have you lived here long? It disappeared up the fireplace flue. The next day, Janie was dribbling her basketball past the fireplace when Ghosty, that's what Janie named it, rolled into a ball and followed her. Janie dribbled. Ghosty bounced along. Janie's laughter echoed off the walls until they both collapsed on the floor. All through the winter, Ghosty and Janie were constant playmates. Janie would scoff down her breakfast and run to the ballroom. She raced Ghosty on her bike. Ghosty flew himself like a kite. They played hopscotch and hide and seek. And on the first day of summer, Ghosty wasn't there. Not in the fireplace, under the stairs, or behind the curtains. Janie skipped rope waiting for Ghosty. He didn't come. Not the whole week. Janie began to think, maybe Ghosty moved to another house. Maybe Ghosty's mom said he couldn't play with me anymore. And worse, maybe Ghosty found another friend. Through the summer, Janie played alone in the ballroom, but it wasn't any fun. She sat in her bedroom drawing pictures of her and Ghosty, her heart aching. Janie played outside riding her bike, jumping rope, and playing hopscotch, but the smiles on her face and in her heart were missing. Janie watched the leaves turn red and yellow inside. Ghosty was gone for good. Halloween was coming, and Janie was in the ballroom one day bobbing for apples when something zipped across the ceiling. Her heart pounded, and then Ghosty whizzed around and around her. Janie's heart leaped, and she jumped up on her bicycle and yelled, race you! They took off. Passing by the fireplace, Janie threw on the brakes. She looked at Ghosty beside her and looked back in the fireplace. A little tiny ghost floated there, shivering. Ghosty beckoned to the little ghost, and Janie said, hi, I'm Janie. I've lived here a while. Are you new? The end, or the beginning.